Ah, holy shit. There's people here. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming. Can everybody hear me all right? All right, let's see. I'm just going to assume that you can. Um, let's see here. All right, so we're going to start the show. I mean, really, I know that everybody is going to tune off at about 9 o'clock to watch House of the Dragon anyway. So I just figure let's just get this shit started. And this show is actually going to be a little bit different. Basically, I'm going to have the people pick the topics most of the time. For this first show, I figured I'd have a guest on and see what's going on. This way, the attention is really kind of off me in case I fuck it up. And I encourage everybody to either throw out subjects or ask questions. I will try to get to all the questions or the subjects in the chat when you do. Um, if you do a super chat, we'll definitely get to those questions. So um, we're going to start this off first by introducing some sponsors because, man, I was shocked as hell that there were people lining up to sponsor this fucking stupid show. You know, it's going to be a dick and fart joke show already. So I'm surprised that real ball python people and reptile people wanted a sponsor. So what we're gonna do first is, man, look here, my man Shamir Bernard and Cassie from Royal Black Balls. You guys hear me all the time ripping on fucking shady Northeast breeders, and this guy is not one of them. Okay, he's probably the nicest guy that I've met in years, and he's really just a good person. He's producing some quality shit. Royal Black Balls, Royal Black Balls. Fucking, go to Shamir and fucking buy a snake. All right, then we got this guy here, fucking Capital Reptiles, Andre Kosevich. I mean, this guy's putting out some great shit, and his name sounds like every villain in a fucking Liam Neeson movie. So fucking go check him out. Capital Reptiles over on Instagram. Then my people, fuck, these guys came out of nowhere and they're doing great shit. And I mean, both him and his wife are awesome. The only bad thing about them is that they have like 16 kids and they breed ball pythons. But other than that, if you're gonna fucking buy a snake, go to these fucking guys. Roger and Lori are fucking great people, and they were one of the first to sponsor the show. And my man Patrick McKnight over at McKnight Stables, he's killing it, doing a bunch of high end shit, and he's actually coming on the main show, the Snakes and the Fat Man show, in either the next episode or the one after that. And he has a giant announcement that's going to change the fucking game for all you fucking ball python people. So I'm excited about that. And go visit Patrick. He's a fucking doctor and fucking smart as fuck. But at the same time, he has no problem kind of acting a little fucking goofy. And then finally, the guy who is sponsoring literally every shitty fucking podcast on the planet lately has come aboard to fucking sponsor mine too. So Shane Kelly, 15 Minutes of Lame winner in 2020. Yeah, 2020, I think. Great fucking guy. He's become, probably one of my best friends. I literally talk to this motherfucker every day. If you want a fucking good snake, a good a good leopard gecko, go to Small Town Exotics. I believe his website is up now. All right, so again, a little bit nervous because of this first time live thing. It's I plan on fucking it up, but I'm gonna bring out my guest right away. My girl Brittany K.
Hey,
What's up, babe? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm nervous as shit, just like you
Yeah, you
are.
know, just remember, and this is for all the people in the chat too. You're talking to a fucking idiot, all right? So fucking don't worry about don't worry about it. I'm just a jerk. But I'm an idiot that knows he's an idiot, so that almost makes me smart. Um, what's up? You look fucking great.
Thank you, thank you.
Why don't you introduce yourself and tell people what you used to do first?
Okay, well, hi. Some of you guys know me as Brittany K or Brittany Raptosaurus Rex. I was a educator for Hope Education Network, and I was the president for, sorry, I was the president for two different herpetological societies in New York as well as in the Florida Panhandle area. Very involved in a lot of different organizations, very, very professional atmosphere, and pretty much was going to schools, teaching kids about various husbandry, the animal ownership, animal behaviors, and as well as all different sorts of aspect of keeping reptiles, as well as the invasive issues within the habitat of Florida and everything like that that's going on. So I was a CSP permit holder in the state of Florida for 3 years. I've been here for about 5 years. So I was definitely affected by the bans that happened. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. So super, super big in the professional education industry. Not really big in the breeding world, more of an animal educator. So
Okay. And you did it full time, basically.
yeah, absolutely. So my season was anywhere from March all the way up until October in Florida. In New York, my season was from February up until mid-August. So we
Okay.
would kind of start at the tail end of winter and then in the beginning of fall to the end of summer. So
So you
yeah.
would do traveling.
We do, absolutely. So we do anywhere from Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and then we do Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. We did anywhere from 85 to 107 outreach programs per season. So, mind you, we weren't doing it all year. That was just within that individual season. So
Right.
it was definitely like my whole life. Most of it was volunteer work too. We didn't really make that much money off of it. It was all not for profit work.
Okay. And why'd you stop?
The main reason why I stopped in Florida, which I'm hopefully moving back up to New York, so I'll be getting back into the education world again. But in Florida is because of the bans. So I was a CSP permit holder, and I was affected when the CSP bans turned prohibited because it was just honestly and truly really bad timing for me as an individual because I happened to be going through a divorce at the time as well. With that, my facility on my husband's property got got grandfathered in. However, because I was no longer living on that property, I wasn't able to have my permits. And obviously, because of the strict guidelines, with I'm so sorry, I'm so distracted right
Oh
now
gosh. Okay. Yeah.
with
Yeah. We'll get into that in a minute. Yeah.
I know, I'm so
Okay.
sorry. With all the strict guidelines and everything like that are happening in the state of Florida with the prohibited. And while I did meet all the CSP guidelines, I was mainly a large lizard educator. So monitors, tegus, iguanas, and then Burmese pythons, reticulated pythons, green anacondas, yellow anacondas. Those are all the animals that were in my education program. And obviously, when these bans passed and all the permit requirements went from being in a residential building to commercial land and everything, it just went way out of my nonprofit budget. So,
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing now?
Well, full time, I work for a medical marijuana dispensary.
Okay.
But I am also doing fetish porn on the side.
Okay. Fetish
So,
porn meaning I know
meaning
every dude in here
every
is
day.
that's the only reason they're here. All right.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, so I do mainly fetish porn. So I do like consensual non-consent. I do a lot of BDSM, kink, that cliche fetish style porn with more extremism it's not necessarily for everyone. It's not for every woman. Definitely something that I don't condone for everybody. Find a safe partner to do anything that I do with. But it's definitely pretty extreme. So I'm more of a extremist when it comes to the porn career choice that I chose.
And where are you doing this? You're doing it on OnlyFans, right?
Mainly, I'm doing it on OnlyFans. However, I did used to be with Sick Love Studios, and then I was also with Gun Productions here in Pensacola. So I recently just got rid of my contract, so I'm all solo by myself. So I'm doing my OnlyFans now, and I've been rocking that out pretty hard. So it's been really nice. I've had
Oh,
the same consistent subscribers for about a year and a half now. So I'm really proud of myself.
well, let's give everybody the address there so we could pimp your OnlyFans a little bit and hopefully get you another. I mean, the first question in the chat was, "What's that OnlyFans address? We got to get this girl some money, right?"
Heck
So,
yeah. No, I
um,
appreciate y'all. And that's what so the goal of it is like, don't get me wrong, I love doing what I do. 100%. Like I'm nervous as shit, but let's be real. Like I absolutely the reason why I started doing it is because in 2020, dude, what was there? OnlyFans became really popular, and I'm like, here I am, a girl. I love sex. Like, let's be real. I'm going through a divorce. I was going through all these bans, so my education program got taken away, and here I am, a professional, and I'm like, I've been living this whole life of like professionalism and polos and button downs and having to have real conversations, and now I can finally let my freak flag fly, be myself, still be as comfortable, and still go to work 9 to 5. And if I need to do an education program, I can put my polo back on and I'll be perfectly fine doing it. And then going back home and filming some content, doing some porn, getting choked out, it's all good.
yeah,
Like it's fine. And there's nobody that should judge that. If you're not into it, then you're not into it. Like
right.
it is what it is.
I agree 100%. I also love the fact that you're actually owning it, where most people you know what people are going to say, oh, it's just another reptile chick doing an OnlyFans. And
Mhm.
these reptile girls that are doing the OnlyFans, very few of them are actually showing anything or doing anything that would be worth paying for. It's basically you know, they're taking pictures off their Facebook.
They're
Okay.
just like if you just imagine like no shirt with just nothing, like they're not giving the full experience, not giving the full content. Don't get me wrong, like there's some reptile girls, fuck, there's some reptile girls that I will pay to just see like some little teasy photos on. Like, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like if you're gonna be doing OnlyFans, like I feel like you should be giving the full experience, full content, full everything. Like I'm an all or nothing type of person. Like I don't have time for any of that fake stuff. So if you go on my OnlyFans, you're getting real raw content. Like none of it's fake. All of it is just genuine. Like this is what it is. And I'm tired of people hiding it and being afraid of it. You should own it and embrace it. Be comfortable with your sexuality. What is there to hide? It's 2022. But like, honestly,
Right.
truly, what is there to hide anymore? So
Well, what was the switch that flipped in your head where you're like, I'm not only gonna do this, but I'm gonna video it and allow everybody to see it? Do you hate your father that much?
do I
Like,
hate
is it
my
something you know, is it
yes.
something like that?
It wasn't my dad. It wasn't my dad. It was my mom. Okay,
Yeah.
so everyone says they have daddy issues. I have mommy issues. That's why like so I would say that because of those mommy issues, it developed more of a kink towards dominating women and being more submissive towards men.
Alright.
So that's where that issue came from.
Okay, so we like that. Do you have a boyfriend?
I do. I'm engaged actually.
Oh,
Yes,
you okay.
absolutely.
And what does he think of all this?
He's totally fine with it as long as I'm safe, as long as I have complete control of the situation and I trust who I'm doing the content with. Because the content that I do isn't just, taking naked photos on a beach or spreading my legs at the end of a bed and playing with myself. It's genuine, like aggressive, consensual. I mean, consensual, non-consent. You can get the kind of gist of what the kink is. So it's since the style and the format of it is the way that it is, it's definitely something you have to be safe with. So as long as I meet all those criteria, he's like fully okay with it. And if he ever has any problems with it, he communicates that with me, and then the content stops. We take a break for a little bit, and then we come back to it. So
is he like your film guy or cameraman, or do you have other people doing that?
So he's been in a few. He's been in a few of them.
Okay.
But I do stuff with other people. I call them talent. I do stuff with other talent. So whether it be male, whether it be female, whether it be group, I do all of those fun things.
Does he
So
take part in the group fun?
no, he doesn't. He's filmed it before. He's done some camera work. He does do photography. So he's done some photography for some other models. What we do is we have a safe group on Facebook, like just a Facebook Messenger group with all the local content creators to my area, mostly women and a few male talent that all the women feel comfortable with. And we'll all meet up at hotels and take photos and do some content together and kind of create like a nice little safe environment. So he'll do photos and photography and stuff for that. So within kind of doing education and stuff with reptiles and creating a nice like volunteer network, and everything, I feel like I've kind of created a nice little safe haven of creators in the same aspect. So definitely, I don't know, dude. It's been fun. It's been one hell of an adventure. That's all I'll say.
Oh, I could fucking imagine.
Yep.
Now, you know what people are going to say now. Now you're doing something right now, right? Because I'm hearing the buzz. All right, why don't you just get it out in the open? Fucking let everybody know what's going on.
So I'm so sorry. There's a you fucking call me right out. You're like, hey, there's this app that you can download and toys that you can have. And one of them is called the Love Sense wireless remote. And someone wanted to control while being in the chat the entire time of the toy. So he downloaded the app, and I currently have somebody that's in control of a toy right now.
All
So
right, well,
that's really cute.
tell them to comment the fuck down because it's really loud. All right.
I'm
So,
so sorry.
so go on just put it, idle it out a little bit. That's all I'm asking.
I
Idle it
got
up
you.
and
I
turn it up
got you.
again.
I got you.
No,
We'll turn it
I'm,
down.
I'm only fucking with you. You could have a fucking lawnmower in there. I'd be fucking happy with it. So don't worry about it.
Listen, don't get me started. Have you ever seen like power tool sex toys? Have you ever seen those before?
Well, I watch a lot of porn, right? So
Yeah,
yes, I have.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
okay.
You know what's going to happen now.
No.
People in the hobby are going to say that you're bringing a negative light on everything, and probably not the guys so much, but other women. They're probably the ugly women, to be honest with you, the ugly fatties. But fucking, what do you have to say to that? Because you're going to get blamed for bringing a negative light on the hobby. I'm going to get blamed for bringing a negative light on the hobby by interviewing you. So what do you
Right.
have to say to them?
Honestly and truly, they're scared. They're scared to embrace who they are. They're scared of their sexuality. It's I got tired of hiding who I was. And I got tired of feeling like I had to be somebody that I wasn't. I got tired of fitting into this mold. I got tired of being told that I had to be something 24/7, and that God forbid if I was open about any part of my sexuality that it would be negative and bad. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that you can be private, you can be completely discreet, you can be all of that stuff, but in this industry, if you're discreet, you're not going to make money on it.
Yeah, I
I
agree with
mean,
that.
in both, in the reptile industry and as well in the porn industry. If it's something you're going to do, you have to fully commit to it, and it's something that I decided to do, and it's something that I decided to fully commit to. It's not for everybody, and I don't back. I don't have any issue with anybody. If you judge me, that's totally fine. I'm not going to judge you for judging me. But I feel more confident and more happy than I ever have before. And I'm here. If you're a female in the industry, then be proud of yourself because we made it this far. I'm on a podcast. Yeah, I get it. I'm talking about porn. I'm talking about sex. I'm talking about all this stuff, and that's getting all, that's probably why the fuck you wanted me on here to begin with. You got a pretty girl that wants to talk about what type of stuff she likes,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Most people that watch my show know that that's really I have very low criteria.
that's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
good
Like you're
looking
like, oh,
girl with great
girl
tits,
titties,
they're
yes,
on
yes,
every
titties,
time.
titties.
Yes, right, exactly. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like it's more than that. Like to me, it's a little bit more than that. It's not just sex. It's being free with my sexuality. It's being in a confined marriage and not being able to embrace who I really was and literally getting my identity essentially ripped away from me. And now I found out who I am, and who I am is someone that wants to be open about their sex life and make some money doing it, and hopefully one day be able to open up a facility that does meet prohibited guideline criteria. And that's just what it is. Like I really want an education facility. I had a business for 10 years doing nothing more than animal education. I didn't charge people for programs. Like it was my life. And I would
Well,
do
well,
nothing more than to do it again. So I'm gonna
well.
fucking, if I gotta pop my pussy for it, then I'm gonna fucking do it.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying. Pop
fuck
that
it.
pussy. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
fuck it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like,
Well, well,
that's
well.
real shit, dude. That's life.
Let's just give people an example, okay? So you went from this, okay, full time, right,
Yep. Full time.
to that, okay.
Yeah. That was one of those shoots with my girls. I had two other girls and four male talents in there. And that shoot was great. That's a good shoot.
One of my favorite pictures of you. And then I'm a big fan of this one right here, the
Hmm.
fucking choking out. And I know that there's people in this fucking room that are big fans of the choke out. So very good. Congrats on that one.
Love
And
it.
then this is probably my favorite right here. You just fucking, I mean, this is what you guys are going to get if you join this girl's fucking OnlyFans, man.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, let's fucking pop that shit back up again. Let me find it here. Oh, I don't know where it is. Hold on, please. Yeah, right here. There we go. All right.
There it
Go
is.
over here and sign up. Listen, I'm gonna feel real bad if I drug this hot chick on this dumb show and she doesn't even get one fucking fan. So fucking do me, and she got a cool price. It's only $6.66 a month.
Yep.
Okay, that's fucking pretty fucking badass.
I even got a
So
promotion going on for the first 10 people that go on my OnlyFans page because of the show tonight. So
that's right.
heck
Look at
yeah.
that. All right, I don't even want to cover that shit up. Fucking everybody go over there, join. $6 a month, you can't fucking go wrong. So now
Spiny tails are trying to fuck behind me.
there you go. The whole your whole house is just nothing but things fucking, right?
I just heard like commotion and I'm like, ooh, ooh.
Holy fucking shit, right?
So
Now you got your little fucking you dude is fucking doing the little control there. Tell him to put that shit on 10. Let's see what happens.
I got you.
Mm.
We can turn that. Is it really that fucking loud? Is it that loud?
It's pretty loud. I don't know if the people could hear it, but
Can y'all hear it in there?
yeah,
Oh,
probably.
shit.
That's fucking a good thing, right?
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
he's probably getting off to it right now.
Yeah, you think he's rubbing one out to just,
Isn't
because
that
you're obviously not.
isn't that the point of it though?
Well, yeah, but what does it do for you then?
It's embarrassing and awkward. To
Nah.
to be honest, it doesn't do much for me. But like sometimes I have this one dom that gives me like certain commands and stuff to do. And he had me put it instead of like side me and shit like it usually does, like put it right on the outside. So girls that have this toy, it's an insertable one. It's great, but it's bullshit at the same time. Put it on the outside, put it right on your clit, dude. I swear to God, you'll appreciate me. You will thank me later.
Put it on the clit. That's all she's saying.
Put it
Work
on
the
the
clit.
clit.
I've noticed that men mostly ignore the clit, right? Like they're just like,
They
"Hey,
do.
I'm just
They
gonna
do.
finger the shit out of her and fucking maybe I'll go down on her and fucking spell out the alphabet and fucking just ignore everything else." So, do you find that dudes you do work with male talent as well, right?
Yes, yes, I
Oh,
do.
okay. First of all, You know this question. Every dude in the fucking room is thinking, "What's the biggest dick you've ever taken?" And was it a black guy?
Okay, I was about to ask. I was about to ask one of your two categories. All right, so biggest dick I've ever taken was probably. Oh man, that's hard. Yeah, man, we're at like a solid 13 inches. Like a solid
Jesus
13
Christ.
inches, probably like a beer can. It was a black guy. Yes, yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it hitting your pancreas? Were you like, "Ow, my pancreas is killing me.
So I'm gonna tell
Pull
you
your
the
dick
truth.
out of me."
He like literally twice, like big thrust, had no fucking mercy. And I said, listen, sir, your dick is way too fucking large for that shit. I'm gonna need you to pull out. I'm just gonna blow you. And then we just did a fucking blowjob scene because his dick was just too much.
Well, and
I tried though, man. Like if he wouldn't have went in so rough to begin with, we would have been fine. But
right.
he just was too ambitious. Too ambitious.
Well, on when you're on set with talent, let's say, and are you paying the talent or does somebody else pay the talent? Is there like an investor that pays everybody?
So when I was doing scenes with the two studios, it was each side of the team was getting paid. But now that it's mainly OnlyFans and we kind of have like a little group get together type thing,
Right.
the male talent payment is you get to fuck one of the pretty girls. Like, pretty sure that's fair payment. Second payment is also if you want a portion of any like proceeds, if you want a copy of the videos, if you have your own OnlyFans link, like we sign little waivers and everything. So we all
Right.
have permission to share it on each of our pages. Because let's say like me, my page, I have like 200 subscribers. Okay. And then I'm with Gaia Caliente, who is that female that I was with that you showed the pictures of. Let's say I'm with her and she has like 400 subscribers. It's a difference in pay. There's no reason as to why it should get cut that way. It's just better to put it on each of our pages individually. So we sign each waivers individually for that to give permission.
Gotcha. Okay. So, and are you the one in charge there, or like who takes the reins when you're like, "Hey, we're gonna fucking knock out a gangbang here"? Who takes the reins?
So I'm not gonna lie, have it I have this weird thing of like becoming the mom of things. So, so I've like become the mom of the little area creators. So yeah, we have like little get-togethers, and we have like honestly and truly, like I have this one sugar daddy that pays for like hotels and everything like that we may need to do content in, like we're not doing any favors or anything for the hotels. He's just genuinely helping us create content. It's just what he likes doing. Obviously, he can watch the content anytime he wants, but it's definitely been a really really cool experience doing all the content with all the girls and getting to know everybody. But yeah, definitely the mom that kind of says, "Hey, we're gonna meet here. We got the hotel this day. Come on out. Let's go do some content." So
Right, but like for instance, when the fucking big black dude was nailing you, right,
yeah,
and you were like, "Dude, right, no more of this." Right,
yeah,
you have the final say in the change of action. Let's let's just say.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely me. And I mean, I'm always in control. And any woman that is ever doing anything within the adult industry that isn't in control and doesn't have the ability to be like, hey, I'm not comfortable, I don't want to do this anymore, shouldn't be involved with that production, that studio, or that talent. That's dangerous. So, I'm always in control of that.
So, really, at the end of the day, what's the plan here? Like, what's the 5-year plan?
The
Are
5 year
you
plan.
basically like you're
uh
doing the porn to build an empire to
yeah.
get back into education? The problem is when you get back into education, there's going to be some fathers of these fucking kids that are like, "Oh, I know her."
Yep.
I don't think I want my daughter taught by a fucking porn chick. So, what's the counterpoint to that?
Uh At any point in time, you as a man Have you ever walked up to any female that you may have seen, or would you walk up to any female that you have seen in public saying, "Hey, I saw you. I saw you. What the fuck you doing here?" Would you ever fucking do it? Would you ever do that?
Um, I may, in a non-direct way, I may walk up and say, "Hey, I'm a fan." Like I used to live in Hollywood, and porn stars used to come out to the Rainbow all the time. I met Sarah J there. I met, a bunch of other porn people there, and I immediately just went up to them and said, "Yes, I am a fan." Okay,
I don't know. Well,
so
then I guess I've never had that experience before, but at the same time, I'd own it. I have the ability to be professional. I have the ability to do whatever. And if you're a dad that has a problem, then I'm just gonna look at you and say, "Hey, thanks for helping me pay my rent that month.
yeah,
Thanks for
seriously,
helping
thanks
me
for
buy
watching.
groceries that month. Thanks for watching."
Thanks for the
Like,
fucking 6. That's
okay,
right.
now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna teach your kids about where articulated pythons are an issue in the Everglades, but they're not as much of an issue as a lot of places are making it seem like they are. Like, can I go do my job? Thanks. Then if you want, you could keep your subscription, like I know you probably will, and I'll do my other job and
Oh,
make you
man.
happy.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
totally
no, there's definitely no issue there.
I am without a doubt subscribing. I'm guessing that I know some of these women in this group well enough that they are gonna subscribe as well.
I hope
So,
so. I
yeah,
hope
fucking
listen, like, yes, I love the ladies. I love ladies so much.
well, yeah. And that's funny because you're not gonna find a dude in this room that's like, "Yeah, I love cock so much." They're not gonna say that. It's a different thing. Um, but you're trying to basically build up something that will pay for animals at your house, basically animal education. You're starting to breed now too, right?
I am. So I've picked up some boas. I'm getting into the boa breeding. I did like I have my spiny tail pair and I've done projects with them here and there. They kind of breed on their own. But I have different Central American boas and I'm getting some Russo black longtails. So I'm getting into the morphs and then I'm also going into the localities of boas as well. So it's something new for me and being an educator, I have some strict, ethics that I really want to abide by within my breeding. So for sure.
But you're not going to do ball pythons, are you?
No, I'm not doing ball pythons. If I was gonna breed, I was going to say I was gonna be between boas, blood pythons, continue on with the spiny tails, or go on to Ackie monitors. So Ackies are great, but it's just not something that I'm comfortable just selling to anybody. Boas is the same way, but I feel like boas you can kind of get a little bit more knowledge and care about on an average day-to-day basis versus how in-depth you have to go for Ackies and stuff like that. So
Do you feel in your head that boa people have bigger dicks than ball python people?
no, listen, I'm sorry. I come from the like monitor world. Like large lizards are like my jam. Like that's where I come from. We have the biggest sticks. That's it. It's the monitor community. We got the biggest sticks. I'm sorry.
Mike Stefani,
Yeah,
biggest dick,
it's on. That's
biggest dick ever.
all of
You know
them.
what?
So like
I
that's
knew
it.
just from looking at Mike that
Yeah,
dick was fucking huge. Um,
fisted
so
man.
you're moving soon, right? You've had it with Florida.
Yeah, so I have better opportunity up in New York. I got some education stuff going on. I'm gonna start volunteering again. So gonna get myself back in those roots and then eventually once I get my OnlyFans empire building up and once, my family kind of gets a little bit more comfortable with certain aspects of life, I'm gonna probably move back down to Florida. But I'm gonna move down to central or southern Florida, not to the bullshit part of Florida that I've moved to. So,
You're really close to fucking racist Alabama, huh?
dude, I'm like literally, I could throw a rock and hit the Alabama border. Like I
And I'm not calling Roger Gray a racist, okay? But he is from Alabama, okay? But he did sponsor the show, so fucking it's the only non-racist in Alabama. So you're in that Jacksonville kind of fucking trashy area, huh?
No, dude, I'm not even in Jacksonville. I'm in like Pensacola, right near like you literally. So what I did is I was like, man, everyone talks in New York. Everyone's so excited to move to Florida. Everyone up talks Florida. Florida's the shit if you're from New York.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's go to Florida. And I literally like hit the Florida border and said, yeah, fuck it. I made it. I went far enough. 17 hours. I'm like, done this. So, and no, I'm like right over Florida.
You're
I
not
have
even the fun part of Florida. You're just
no, dude.
yeah.
I am in back in times. I feel like I'm in the 1950s. When I moved here, I went back in time 15 years. So it was very intense. That's the main reason as to why I'm moving back. That and I do honestly like as a porn person, I have a child. So better childcare up north too.
What does that mean? As a porn person, I have a
As a
child.
porn
Is
person, I
that the
have a
norm?
child. I mean, it's maybe this is the norm, but most people are like ashamed of it or shy for it or embarrassed about it because what's your kid gonna think? Stuff like that. It's another one of those fucking stigmas, man.
Yeah, no, I got it, man. When you're moving back to New York before the fucking winter, I hope.
I leave at the end of the month. So on the 25th.
Mm. And
Gonna
it's not
go.
even really New York, right? That you're moving back to. It's like
No, it's Canada.
it's
It's
Canada.
fucking
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
It's Buffalo. So I'll be in
Mm,
the Western New York area again. But I'm gonna
yeah.
stop. I'm gonna do some content in Albany with Guy Caliente again, who's that one chick that I was with.
Mm,
So yeah.
that's fucking awesome. Um,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah. Thank you, Sierra and Reptiles.
yeah. They don't fuck around. Everybody, look at that. Fucking a. We got one. We got at least one. So fucking.
Where
Um, now, how could people get in touch with you if they wanted to get in touch with you? I mean, we're not ending it yet because I still got a couple more questions about the actual porn part of it. But how could people get in touch with you on like Facebook or Instagram?
My name on Facebook is Brittany Raptosaurus. I'm not. My Instagram is Scale Rot. I'm not really like that much on Instagram. I'm more of a Facebook person. But yeah, definitely just hit me up on Facebook. It's Brittany Raptosaurus. If you want to do my OnlyFans, you can message me on there. I do personal content, but just be my friend, man. Add me on Facebook. Like I'm down to
Yeah.
talk reptiles. Like I said, I'm getting into the boa breeding game. I'm still learning. Like I'm down to learn. Like I come from like I said, the large lizard and education spectrum. So it's completely different. Finally getting into the breeding game, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can and raise these boas and that's why I got babies to develop time and the education that I feel like I need to be able to do it right. So fucking be my friend and talk to me. Like, let's go.
That she just wants a friend, people. Right?
I
That's
want
all.
friends. I just want
That's all.
friends. I just want
If you're a
friends.
friend and you have an extra $6 and 66 cents a month, even better.
Even
Okay.
fucking better.
Uh,
And I'll even show you my titties. You can watch me get choked out a couple
uh,
times. Like
That's
it'll be a good old time.
that's literally. I mean, I know there's people in this room right now going, "Man, I got to do more."
That's
Okay.
fucking love, man. That's friendship.
Oh, now you used to be signed to actual porno companies.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And how does that work? Like, is there a limit on what you're allowed to do, or are they like, we're gonna have you out fucking 28 days a fucking month? So, like, how does that work? And I know being that it's 2022, like the women probably have the final say in this whole thing
Mhm.
nowadays. But how did that work for you?
So each studio is different. When I was contracted to the one in Toronto, I was obviously living up in New York and I would travel back and forth to Toronto whenever I got signed for certain scenes.
Right.
When I would get signed for scenes, each scene individually pays a certain amount. So you would go in, you would do a contract. Within that contract, you had to state that, you were STD free, like you recently got tested. You had to prove that you had those results. And if anything came back a certain way, you could get sued. You had to consent to the behaviors that were going to happen because it was a very aggressive studio. It was more like all like Facebooking and like stuff like that. So it was some pretty intense stuff. So you'd have to sign all of that stuff. And then you would do the scene. Usually the scene would last anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And then at the end of that, they would go through all the content, and as long as there was content that was usable, they would put it on the website within about 6 to 8 months, and it would be active on the website during the period of your contract. During the period of your contract, you would get, so it's a lot, man. During the period of your contract, you would get like tips per view and everything on the
Right.
websites that it was posted on. And then after your contract expired, it would be your format would be pulled from the website if it wasn't hijacked from another website.
Right.
Mainly like Pornhub and
Right.
XXX
Right.
and stuff like
Right.
that. Yeah.
Okay. What was there ever a time where you signed up for something, actually did it, and then you were like, "Yeah, I wish I didn't do that one."
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever. I don't know. I don't think I've ever got anything. Not on camera. Like there have been certain like sexual encounters where I'm like, man, fuck that. Like never again. But like, no, not on camera.
Okay. All right. Well, that's you know, normally you hear horror stories from the porn chicks that I talked to that there was always something. Again, that was out in LA and in Hollywood and San Fernando Valley. Um, Now, when you're not associated with any of these studios anymore, I'm sure there's a contract span, right? So they sign you for a year
Yeah.
or 2 years or whatever.
Yeah, and in
Yeah.
fact, my contract span with Gun is literally just ending. It just ended in March, so all my content from that website will be pulled in October, and I think it's like October 15th or something. And
Okay.
then I'll be able to post on all of the other because right now I can only post on OnlyFans due to like non-compete and stuff like that.
Right.
But once all of that's pulled, I can then post my own content on Pornhub and XXX, FetLife, all of those websites and everything like that. So I'm just
Okay.
waiting for that to happen. But,
Okay. Well, now we talk about this a lot with the reptiles here. We talk about the money side of everything, right?
mhm.
So if you have guys working to get paid, like their pay would just be like you get to fuck a pretty girl. Okay. How much do the women get? Like, how much is an average scene pay in a fucking vet porn or something? Because I would think that, you know, you're practically fucking getting gangbanged. That probably you could charge a little more than
Yeah,
the people that just say, all right, I'm just
do
having
solo
fun with
shit.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly and truly, so lesbian porn pays the fucking least. You're only gonna get paid like $500 a scene, if that. Um, Gay porn, if you ever want to do it, pays like the absolute most.
No, no,
So
thanks. I'm
just
good.
saying, you
No.
could, you could. So gay porn pays the most, but fetish porn, it depends on your niche. Like there are certain fetishes, like don't be wrong, I do fetish porn, but like there's like I got hard limits. Like I don't do any like body fluids, nothing like that. So like
Right. Right.
there's limits. But usually, you'll get paid anywhere from 1,200 to about 1,700 per scene with fetish, and then with regular like solo scenes, you'll get paid like anywhere from 800 to 600 to maybe 900, depending on who you're contracted by. I mean, it's all different for everything with the contracts per studio, and it also depends on how popular you are. Like I'm an
Well,
amateur.
that's what I was
And
just going to ask. Yeah.
yeah, that's the biggest thing. If you're someone fucking huge, they're gonna pay you big bucks just to come in and fuck their studio guy because then their studio guy cock is gonna get super popular because it's gonna be seen by her and they're gonna go, oh well, what studio did that dick come from? And then you get a whole bunch of people channeling in and saying, oh well, I want to fuck that dick too because so and so fucked that dick. Like then the dick gets famous instead of just the girl. So it's a whole fucking thing. But yeah.
Okay. So the goal with you though isn't really to be queen popular. The goal was with you is that you just like doing it, right? So,
Yeah,
but
no, it's
I
just
would think
me.
that you know if someone's going to make money, they want to make it, right? So, what's your end game in this whole porn thing? I mean, because how old are you? What are you like 27, 26?
No, dude, I'm 31.
Well, at 31 is you're still fucking
Oh,
young.
yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck ever.
it's
So,
good.
but you only have a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Before the tits start sagging, before the ass starts sagging. Like what's the plan to like what's your limit on this? Like are you still going to be doing this in 5 years, or are you going to be basically not doing it and running the porn business? And
I
or are
mean,
you,
hey.
yeah, like yeah, like seriously,
Yeah, like where would I
what's
be?
the plan? Yeah.
So my goal in 5 years, if I make enough with doing this OnlyFans and being able to do all the other platforms, all the other websites, would be eventually to open up a new education facility that meets, like I said, CSP guidelines and everything like that. Once my daughter reaches 18 years old and can drive on her own, I don't got to worry about that stuff. My plan is to move back to Florida and to open up an education program, and hopefully, like I said, have the OnlyFans fund it. So not just that, obviously I'm gonna work. I have a day job. I'm working my ass off. This isn't my full-time gig. This isn't me. You know what I mean? This isn't just all of me. I do so many other things. I'm still out there. I still have animals. I'm still trying to do breeding. I'm still a manager. I'm still a fucking mom. Like I'm still a fiance. I still have all these things going on. It's just I do porn on the side to hopefully help fund something that I lost. And yeah, I may have went a little crazy when I lost it and I decided to say fuck it and embrace my sexuality. But wouldn't it be funny if that unhinging myself and finally embracing myself paid for what I lost to begin with?
Yeah, well, I mean, that would be the whole reason that I would do it, right? Like, let's
Yeah.
say I had a 14-inch fucking cock, right? Which I know fucking I do not, but I would definitely use that shit to make as much fucking money as I could. So
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
nothing wrong with, I don't think, women doing it. Yeah,
No.
that's the stigma that you got. Like
Yeah.
fucking it's you're a slut to some people, but if a dude does exactly the same thing that you do, he's getting high fived at the office. So
Exactly. Exactly. And
uh,
that's the stigma that I'm trying to beat because what's the difference between what I'm doing and what a guy's doing?
mm,
I'm being safe about it. I'm making sure my partners are being safe about it. I'm making sure that what I do isn't anything, I'm being responsible and I'm being professional within an unprofessional industry. And I think that's what it's all about. And that's what it's about representing to this community because I've had a lot of people, you mentioned, what are you going to do when people walk up to you? I've already had people walk up to me because I'm not hiding the fact that I do this. I already shared on my Facebook page. I have a second Facebook page account just dedicated straight to the Harper Sin. Yeah, it's
mm.
just that's who I am. That's an alternate me. I have nothing to hide. People have already asked what it is, and that's why I'm here today. I'm here to explain myself. I'm still the professional that I was before. There's nobody different.
Now, yeah, when you explain that to your parents, what do they say?
They don't care. You want to know what? So I'll tell you a story. How old was I? I was 18. I think it was like my third or fourth job at this point, and I'm working at a adult novelty store, in North Buffalo, and I'm sitting there just watching fucking porn because that's all we did all day was we watched like they had all these like musical porns. So we would just sit there, we would like watch porn all day. That's all we would do. So we sit there, we watch porn, and all of a sudden I'm looking at the camera and I'm watching cars park, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. These people are coming in. And as soon as they come in, it's my fucking parents. And they look at me, we look eye contact, and I look at my mom, I look at my dad, he looks at me, and I'm like, you need anything? And he's like, we're gonna go to the porn shop down the street. I'm like, yeah. So my parents have known that this is me. Like, I don't hide from my parents either. Like, are they
Right.
proud of me? Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, they still respect me and they still support me in my endeavors, whether they really honestly are for it or not. And that's what being a parent is all about, is letting your kid be who the fuck they want to be while still being like, all right.
Well, I think that you gained some people in this fucking thing tonight. Um, we're gonna end this in a little bit, but is there anything that you want to pimp out more than your OnlyFans?
Anything I want to pimp out? Not necessarily,
Well,
not right
well,
now. But all I can say is, stay tuned. I'm not going anywhere. whether it's in education, whether it's in my OnlyFans thing, my breeding projects. I'm taking super seriously. I'm really trying to bring some really good stuff to this industry. So definitely, I'm not gonna say I'm top shit, but I'm trying my best to be someone to bring a nice code of ethics that this industry has to be proud of. So not right
Well,
now, but in the future, definitely.
well, yeah, later on. We could do that later, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you at Daytona?
I was, I was, yeah, I was, yeah, yeah.
Are you the hit of Daytona when you go down?
I'm definitely a what happens at Daytona stays at Daytona type
Yeah, baby.
person.
Fuck, I'm a big fan already. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I think the one thing that you should mention on the OnlyFans is there's an ass ton of options, okay, that you could have. Like fucking the 666 a month is a base price.
Mhm.
It's like if you're getting a Corolla with no windows. If
Yep,
you want windows, you pay 30 bucks
yep,
to get some pretty nice fucking windows. If
yeah,
you want if you want rims, pay an extra 200 bucks, you get some rims. So um I like that you're just like, hey, whatever it takes, fucking make that money, fucking do what you got to do. It's just, you know, and you're right, you are being safe about it, and you are being responsible about it. Which you know, responsible porn star. I mean that doesn't make me as hard, like as an irresponsible porn star.
I know a porn star with not as much daddy issues is really like but at the same time, like my content makes up for it because you're not getting like all that fake bullshit. That's what I don't like about those porn stars. They're like, oh well, I have to be pretty, and they're all fake. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Well, and I think you should include that you do accents too. So,
I
um,
I can. I can throw an accent in there for an extra $1 per video. I'll throw an accent on there. But yeah, no, I do like custom content. I do all different sorts of stuff. I have a bunch of different options. And I was for a while doing pay-per-view messaging. So it was you would post like teasers on your Facebook, on your OnlyFans, and then you would message full content clips, and you'd have to pay like $5 or $8 for it.
right.
But I stopped doing that bullshit. Now I just post it straight up on the fucking page. So what you see is what you get. And if you want any extra content, just shoot me a message. Whether it's on
Yeah.
Facebook, you don't got to sign up for the OnlyFans. Just shoot me a message on Facebook. Like we figure something out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Sure.
OnlyFans
Sure.
is great, but I do private content as well for anybody that's in need. And for anybody that has like a business or anything, who wants me to like do some photos for that, I got you. I got you guys.
She'll do like a cameo too, right? Like if it's your friend's
Yeah.
birthday, I'll be like,
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I
yeah,
will. I did so I did and I do like enclosure scaping too, right? So like I said, large lizards are like my jam. So I have some buddies in the Tampa area that have lace monitors and croc monitors, and I was out building the interior design scaping the enclosure for the croc monitors and the lace, and doing the nest boxes and getting all the logs and everything up in certain positions. So the basking, and really thought all this shit through, right? And at the end of the night, I look at him, I'm like, hey, can I like change your lace monitor's water and like get fucking naked in the pool with it and take some photos? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so fuck, dude. Like, we can.
let me tell you something. We used to have a name for fucking girls like you growing up, right?
Trouble,
Super,
toxic.
super cool, right? Fucking yeah, like my favorite. Yeah, fucking,
Hell yeah.
those were the names. Brittany, thanks for fucking spending some time with me. I appreciate it. I
Sure.
think
I
that
appreciate you.
I think that you proved that you know your shit. Like you probably know reptile wise more shit than I'll ever know because I just don't care, right? Like so you definitely proved tonight that you know your shit and you like to fuck at the same time. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, I'm like I told you, I'm a big fan. So hopefully everybody else will be big fans too. But thank you so much. Just hang around the room for about 5 minutes and I'll be right back with you. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good night, Britt.
Good night.
All right. That was different, right? I guess. Um, I don't even know what to say. We covered some cool shit. Brittany is fucking awesome. Go over here to her fucking OnlyFans and fucking sign up. Uh, Thank you for everybody fucking that spent their time fucking with me on my first fucking live. We're gonna do another one in 2 weeks because there was more than 10 people here when I thought that there would be nobody. So that was very encouraging. So definitely, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you for everybody, all the new sponsors that just came on board. Like I said, we had fucking 27 offers of new sponsors coming on, and I picked 5 of them. And those 5 were my friends, and they're fucking all awesome people that you could buy from. Everybody knows that Justin's my main guy, but fucking for snakes that you could trust people buying from, go to fucking Andre, go to fucking Shamir, go to Shane, go to Patrick, go to fucking Roger and Lori. And Lori, no, I do not think you guys are racist. It's a fucking joke, man. Right? Relax. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and watch House of the Dragon. So thank you. These things are probably only going to be about an hour a piece in the future. I appreciate everybody that came by. Yeah, Brian Bodie. Yeah, you need more ball python sponsors. Yeah, fucking. I don't know. I don't know, man. 5 is really my limit. Um, Guys, watch the main show, Snakes and the Fat Man. We're doing an eyeballs reunion for the next episode. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then on the show after that, right before Tinley, Patrick McKnight is coming on and going to announce some game changing fucking news only on Snakes and the Fat Man. So fucking how fucking cool was that? Guys, have a good night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Drop me a fucking email and let me know how much I sucked tonight or how much I was okay. Take it easy, guys. Bye bye.